everybody, it's your girl Rosemary, and this is the lovely
Ashley.
And you guys are tuned into another episode of Rose Reload. This episode is like near and dear to everyone's heart, okay? This episode is basically about what has 2020 taught us, okay? 2020 has taught me like my self-care, my mental health. It taught me like I was cooking way more. I was learning different things about myself. I was learning patience.
Lord, that's a big one. Patience for me too.
Child, okay? I was learning different ways how I can grow my brand. Because that time I was literally like rebranding and learning how to have more viewers and more audience, to grow my audience, to grow my page and everything. So 2020 taught me a lot. Like, it taught me how to hustle. It taught me how to take life, like live in the moment type of thing, you know, because 2020 was so unexpected. Child, 2020 was so ghetto. 2020 literally taught me so much, and it's just like you're still learning about yourself. 2020 literally taught me how spirituality, okay, meditating, saging, you know, being in tune, being aligned with yourself, and you know, with everything around you and stuff like that. It was like right, you know, it was just showing me like it showed me a lot about who I was as an individual, my growth, where I came from, where I was before in the past, where I'm going right now. And it's just a big growth. It was like a shift in the atmosphere for me. Yeah, it was like a different it was a shift for me. I mean, 2020 was just like, what did 2020 teach you? Like, it was always something. It was like throwing hits after hits after hits. So you just literally had to like, all right, how am I gonna do this? Right, how am I gonna adapt to this? How am I gonna learn to this? How am I gonna move over? How am I gonna do this? It was really like, and 2020 told me that America, child, the ghetto. What has 2020?
Let me tell you guys what 2020 has taught me. Majority of the things that my sister has said, Rosemary, yeah, of course, I feel the same way. We're the same sign, we're both Aries, so we go through the same things, right? Okay? So what 2020 has taught me, one is to have patience, for real, because when I tell you guys, I don't have any patience for no foolishness, but I'm learning to not be so impulsive as well.
Right.
That's another big one.
Yeah.
2020 has also taught me, like she said, self-care, like putting your mental health first. Because before, let me tell you, before, Ashley, baby, used to always give, okay? And I had nothing for myself. Like, and I was like so, not malnourished, but I was neglecting myself, basically.
She was basically pouring so much in someone else's cup, and she forgot to nourish her cup. That's what it was, you know?
Basically. So yeah. So what I've learned and what what 2020 has taught me is to put yourself first. Period. Like, now I'm selfish AF. Like, you can't tell me anything. If it doesn't benefit me, I'm sorry. Like, I've given so many years of my life to people, making sure everybody else is good, making sure everybody else is happy. I can't do it anymore. Like, I'm tired.
2020 taught me that I am no longer a child. I'm a big woman now.
That's true.
2020 literally taught me like to have so much responsibility, to think on your feet. Literally, like, all right, it was a lockdown, so how you gonna do this? How you gonna make it a living? How you gonna work? How you gonna do that? It was just like quick. Like, you don't have time to literally like, but how am I gonna do this?
I mean, like, you did have time.
You did, yes.
If you wanted to, but if you were ready to like roll with the punches, then
right. The way them blows was coming, it was coming from left to, it's like
left to right.
Like, you trying to dodge them, she's like, no, it was coming. 2020 taught me that family is everything, yo. You feel me? Like, family is everything. Someone's here today, they're not here tomorrow. And I want to say this too, like, rest in peace to anyone who lost someone, any family members, any friends, because 2020 was such a devastating year. Like, my condolences goes out to you and your family and friends, okay? That's what I wanted to say. 2020 taught me that, you know what's funny? 2020 taught us that, you know, for everyone who used to be like, yo, I want to see what it's like to work at home. You got that experience to work at home. Yeah. And you just wanted to work back outside.
Nah, not me. I enjoyed it.
No, I'm just saying, some people was like, yo, we used to talk about like, oh, I wanted to work at home, I want to work out. And when you really worked at home and you was just like, okay, now I want to go outside. You know, it was a different thing. Like the mask pissed me off. Like, 2020 showed me a year like it was a lot of growth, a lot of we lost people, we gained new people, new comings in life. You know, in the world, like new people coming into the world. 2020 told me that how I had to work hard for Rosarito and push that through. 2020 put me in a mindset of that hustle. Like, you know, you already have that grind, that push, that urgency, but they put it 10 times more because you do not want to be put back in this experience once more, just in case this was to happen again.
So because you know, with everyone with the pandemic, we were all in our houses basically. So 2020 taught me to be still. Like, I'm always like
on the go.
I'm always on the go. Well, a lot of us are always on the go. We're always like, especially being from New York, you're always in a rush. Okay, so 2020 taught me to be more, to take life, like, don't take life for granted, basically. You know what I mean? It's like, for instance, you walking down the street, instead of, like, for me, if I'm walking down the street, I'm walking fast as hell. I want to get to my destination. But now, I'm stopping, I'm looking at the birds, I'm looking at the trees blowing, because I'm like, I'm so thankful and grateful that I am here right now. It's just the best. And also, my relationship with God.
Oh, yes.
Amen. My relationship with God has been tremendous this past pandemic. It's taught me how to like, you know, with everyone you have to have faith, of course, but if you're not physically working for it, you're not gonna get whatever it is that you're praying for. Like, you gotta really, and this is where spirituality comes into play, not just praying for something, but also doing the work to make sure make sure you get what you want. And that is the timing that we are on, honey. Period.
2020 taught us, gave us all the reality of what's really going on with the whole police brutality. Okay, 2020 gave us that standstill when we had no choice but to sit down and literally watch. Okay, the Breonna Taylor, the George Floyd. It just gave you that chance to be like, yo, like, y'all really wilding out here. Like, y'all
really been wilding out here.
Yeah, but now that we were at a standstill, like, we had no choice but to see this. Like, it was like happening right before our eyes. There was protesting, there were people who were rioting, there were a lockdown, there were curfews. Like, it really showed you a different type of, like you knew this was happening, but to see it unfold like that, like, you were just like, what the hell? You just seen a lot of ignorant people.
Ignorant OD.
You seen a lot of people who were just like, I don't get. 2020 was so ghetto. 2020 was crazy, okay?
And although I knew this before, 2020 highlighted how America just doesn't really care about the citizens. Like, first of all, we had a stimulus check, what 1,200 in the beginning of the pandemic, y'all. It is 6 months after. What, like, okay, so what else? What's the follow through after that? Millions of people have lost their jobs. Millions of people are unemployed right now, and they have families to feed, and they can't feed their family because why? America is being what? Foolishness.
So, guys, all I can say is, like, what has 2020 taught you? I want you guys to comment down below. What did you learn? What did you grow? What was it? Like, anything that it could be like anything, just let me know. Oh my gosh, hold on. 2020 taught me that these freaking at-home schools, remote learning.
Lord, Father God.
You got mamas swinging titties on the screen. Oh my gosh, yo, like, no, 2020 was a different year. Like,
different type of timing.
Pack it up, guys. Pack it up. Okay, we gotta come harder and better for 2021. Period. Okay, period. Guys, I love you guys for listening. I love you guys for watching. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for always having my back. And I see you guys in the next episode.